G'day, g'day, g'day. Welcome to Aussievision. Welcome back for 2024. This morning we are discussing a very, very momentous occasion in the history of Eurovision. It is the first Luxembourgish national final in over 30 years, and we have our first Luxembourgish participant in over 30 years as well. With me this morning is Hayley. G'day, Hayley. How are you?
Oh, good, thanks.
Uh, Good to hear. We have our first winner, and it's Tali with Fighter. Her song's in French and English. What did you think of this song, Hayley?
Yeah, it was super slick. She looked absolutely incredible. I think the song is totally Eurovision ready.
Mhm.
She has charisma. I loved her outfit. So I think, yeah, it's ready to go. And I think the mix of the two languages, I think the people watching Eurovision will really enjoy that. Because I think
Yeah.
people would expect a Luxembourg song to have some French in it, surely.
Yeah, and it's funny because, like, I mean, Luxembourg also has its own language, but for me, I really associate Luxembourg as being like they send stuff in French. That's what I sort of want from them and expect from them. And so, yeah, the thing I'm most excited about here is that it's Luxembourg, they're back, they're singing in French, and things are right with the world, you know? I really enjoyed this performance. I'm on record from our preview video earlier this week as saying I was a bit unsure about this one, but on the night, she really brought it and it lifted. The production was incredibly professional for all of them, including her. But the that meant that this really came to life in this setting, and so I was really impressed with it. Wasn't surprised to see it win, even if maybe not my favorite song in this bunch, but I think it'll do pretty well. Hayley, we had 8 songs tonight. Is there any other song you want to highlight? Someone who missed out, or someone who you think deserves a little bit of attention?
Look, I think everyone was brilliant. Really slick show, but I really was Team Crick. She gave me a bit of a Lucy Jones vibe there. She had good emotion in her face. It's an emotional song. She was a bit shaky at the beginning, but it turned out to be really good once she sort of lent into it. It can be really hard to stage a ballad. So I had some ideas about what it would probably look like at Malmo, but we're not sending that, and we're sending fighters. So yeah,
Dwell on the past. I think I agree. I would have liked. I was sort of hoping for a Victoria moment with like water coming from the sky because it's drowning in the rain. But
yeah,
I thought what they did with it was really good, and I was also sort of. I think in my heart that was the one I was hoping for. I also want to draw attention to 15 or 16-year-old Naomi IA. I enjoyed this song beforehand, but I really felt it tonight. And again, it's in French, and that felt right for Luxembourg. And yes, she was a little bit nervous. There was a bit of a deer in headlights sense, but that almost sort of worked. It made it feel very fragile and very real, and I really liked it. I was really hoping she'd make the super final at least, but it was not to be, unfortunately. And of course, we also had Joel, who was the third one in the super final. Great job. I think because he was on first, maybe it lacked the staying power throughout the running order, but also a
Mhm.
great performance.
Yeah.
But Haley, really, I think the thing that most leapt out to me tonight was just the show, like the production. What did you think of that?
Oh, I was so impressed. It was hit after hit after hit. It was, the ABBA songbook gave me junior Eurovision vibes a bit, but singer Oslana, who I just adore, and all those cameos on the video, it was just they really, really brought out the big guns, I think. It was great to watch. I loved it.
I was half expecting them to like resurrect Franz Gall and like Liz Assia to like bring them back on stage as like a hologram or something, because they seemed like they had every single Eurovision winner who has ever existed on stage tonight.
Yeah.
But what about the production quality itself? Like, I think it just turned on, and I was like, wow. So, like, what
Yeah.
did you think of that?
Oh, it was slick. It felt very expensive.
They've got money.
Yeah, yeah, I was so impressed. I can't wait to watch next year. I really hope they continue this because that was one hell of a. I mean, if they won, then it's pretty clear they would be putting on an excellent show, I think.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I have no doubt that Luxembourg would have a great show now. It almost feels like they were just trying to show off that they could host Eurovision tonight. It was
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
production was so expensive and like the graphics were so good. The crowd seemed into it, except for that one shot where everyone didn't realize the camera was on them, it felt like. Um, and overall, just what an impressive show. I hate to sound like the guy delivering points at the end, but it was just really, really impressive.
Yeah.
Um, I will say though, not just to, we've been very positive, one negative. The like jury delivering points at the end, that felt a little bit like that maybe needs some work for next year. So there are a few issues with that one.
Yeah, sort of recorded with phones and stuff. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, you're right. But overall, it was just incredible.
Did you think it was too long, maybe, or like could they have shaved half an hour off it?
Yeah, maybe, or even 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, once they got into those songs, well, the first half it was bang, 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 and then a big break, and then bang, 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 bang. I wonder if it means for the people that were in the first half a bit of a disadvantage.
Mm. Yeah, no, I had the same thought, and it felt like such a long time between the start and then the end, and then the interval felt like it went for ages. I don't even know if they necessarily needed the super final, given that no one performed again. But
Yeah.
probably my 1 point for next year, if you're listing Luxembourg, which you're probably not, is just half an hour, shave half an hour off it, keep it tight, and make sure that leave them wanting more at the end. Um, yeah, sorry, Haley.
I was just going to say, and you don't use up all your stars. Make sure you can not using them up all in the first year. You've got to use others next year, you
Well,
know?
I'm hoping for Corinne Hermes next year. I want to hear
Yeah,
C'est la vie
right.
est cadeau. So that's my gift. Please, if you can get her on stage next year, I'll be very happy.
Yeah.
But as a last point for discuss, we've got Tali, we've got Fighter. This is a very slick package. How do you see this doing in May?
Um, Look, I think it's quite a radio friendly song, actually. Um, so I see it doing well.
Yeah.
Probably not as well as I thought Crick might go, but I see it getting out of the final. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
semi-final, and doing quite well. I mean, I guess it all depends what it is against, but
Mm.
it's a fun and easy, catchy song. It's great, and she's quite compelling as an artist. So I think they'll do quite well next year. This year, sorry.
Yeah, I can see this hitting like them. Is the French gives it enough of an edge that like I can see it just hitting the middle of the road viewer who wants a good professional package. And also, I think there'll probably be a lot of goodwill now that Luxembourg's back
I
after 30
agree.
years. And so I think there's probably going to be enough to get them out of the semi-final. When
Yeah.
they get to the final, who knows? But I think they've definitely done what they could with the song lineup they have to give themselves the best shot at having a really good first year back.
Yeah.
Um, that's what we think. We're really excited to see Tully and Mama, and we're so excited to see Luxembourg back at the contest. Thank you for joining me this morning, Hayley. I hope you enjoyed the show.
I did.
And
Thank you.
thanks to all our viewers, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye.